Welcome back to another episode of Underground Albums, where we review upcoming artists' body of work. Hello, everyone. How are we all doing today? Hope you're doing well. I missed y'all. We are back with another video, another review. This time, an EP review, which I haven't had that many of these, which has really been slacking on my part. So apologies for that. We are here with a body of work that I wasn't expecting at all. JUSTICEXAVIER is back outside with a 4-track EP titled PS. 10 minutes in runtime, and I wasn't expecting this at all, actually, especially considering that he already had dropped his self-titled album, and which he's already on pace for. He's in the running for one of my artists of the year. After I reviewed his album and I heard many singles from him, like Seventh Realm, That's All I Got, Rose Color. The man has been firing on all cylinders this year. With the release of a few singles, especially Test Run with Moochie and his most recent single leading up to this EP, Ghost. And for me, man, he's been firing all cylinders this year, and now he's dropped another. He's given us a pack that's four songs, man. That's a pack. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't ready, and I saw this across my timeline, and I was like, okay, I gotta tap in, and it's crazy. It's crazy to think about that, especially Ghost being on here, and Ghost being one of my favorite singles so far, as you can tell by the intro. Him, and then Liam Taylor, his producer, and someone who is in the running for a top producer of the year for me, simply because with his soulful production, his eclectic style really draws out and adds to all of JUSTICEXAVIER's powerful performances, lyrically and sonically. And so here we are, Buddha Bam, Buddha Pow. We're here, and I'm excited to see what he's got. Thank you guys for all the support on the channel, by the way. There is definitely the potential that I could get an interview with Mr. JUSTICEXAVIER as soon as we find out the scheduling conflicts, because this man does live in a whole different side of the country. That will probably happen, hopefully soon. And so when that happens, you'll obviously get the notification. That'll be insane. That'll be absolutely insane. If you guys want to check out any of JUSTICEXAVIER's music or the EP in general, be sure to go check out the description. I'll leave a link down to his Instagram and all his music. He's really, 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 really talented. He's also been a really cool person to talk to, and just really a good supporter of the channel. So definitely go check him out. While you're down there checking him out, be sure to subscribe. Check out my music. Not a word out on all platforms. I also produce for other artists. I'm helping develop this artist, Casby Jane, who her new single, which dropped October 1st, is already at 1,300 streams, which has been absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much for the support on that. I'm super happy for her. I'm super proud of her. I'm super proud of the work that we've been able to do together, and we're definitely going to be working more in the future as well. So definitely can't wait for that. So please keep streaming her music. Please also check out my music group, The Balanced Ones. We will have music coming out shortly, and more music will come from me personally, Dark Side. All the links will be down there. Will be happening very soon. Be in tune. That's why you must follow the Instagram to keep up with all things we do musically, podcast-wise, or personally. That being said, enough babble. The first track we'll listen to is titled Thinking About You.
Thought I was over this shit already.
Oh boy.
Guess not.
Oh. Let the track burn. Let the rap burn.
When I diss you, I ain't mean to feel so angry. I just wish things didn't end the way they did. Why'd it have to be over message? That way I couldn't kiss you. You've been coursing past my mind, and it's been fought the world if it meant that we could get through the issues that split us up. But shit happens, and that's the issue.
That's a fact.
All of my love and my trust, but what sucks was the feeling in my gut. Something was up, and I just ignored it. I was blinded by your heart. The pill have you ate. I'd make any excuse just to talk to you, but it's too late. I wonder if we'll cross paths again, if it's part of our fate. Thought I was happy till I...
His lyricism, man, has always been just top tier. Let the trap burn when I rap, burn with the homies up the block. Niggas wanna rock off the top. Whoa.
At this point, I just don't give a fuck. Closure.
That's a fact. First track is a very simplistic, chilling intro. Really like that. I'm a fan of that actually. Very simple electric keys with these very rhythmic drums, and just this kind of just rapping about how he's missing this person after they had a falling out, and I assume this is like kind of like a response into like his own song Ghost, which he details the story of how like this, he's like, you broke my heart and you had no soul, da da da, and this is kind of, or if he whatever, or if there's another song I'm not thinking of, this person where they had a falling out or a breakup, he ends up pretty much being like, I'm sorry that I dissed you that way and I still miss you, but stuff happens, which is the problem, and now we have to, I can't even talk to you, and I'm still wondering. He's still stuck in that lingering feeling of like caring for this person, and that's it's very real, man, very real, definitely very relatable. I like that song. The production of it's good. The mixing is solid. Yeah, a fan of that. So that's definitely going on the playlist. Next track is a song we've already heard, Ghost, but we will play it anyways.
More hot and cold. You left me out in the cold. Now I'm back on the road. I just wanted love,
but you had no soul.
You broke my trust when a man felt low.
And then went, damn, you should have just let me alone.
All to do this shit alone.
The promotion for this was so dope, man. But you came.
You never gave it a thought.
How did he even get cleared for this sample? I don't even understand how he got cleared. I guess it's because it's just modulated differently, but shout out to Liam, man. Gang gang, Ghost remix, Dark Side, baby. I want to rap on the block is top. So don't let me rap. Let me chill. Let me hold it down. Great song. If you guys want to hear my full thoughts on that song, I will leave a link down to, or something will pop up here in the little icon thing. Check out my track of the day review on Justice Xavier's song Ghost. Really enjoyed that song. Deep thought. My entire deep dive on that song is already out. Be sure to go check that out. Now this next song is, I do want to preface this. It's titled Let Go, but before we dive into it, I was doing research. This one is very important. I was on Liam Taylor's Instagram when this thing dropped, and it came across my timeline. And he says, track 3, Let Go, is dedicated to one of his best friends, Jaden Anderson, who passed away this summer. So rest in peace, Jaden. He says that we'll be able to hear his voice at the end of the record, which is really, really dope. I just wanted to preference that and say, and shout out that specifically, because this is adding to the narrative, and it's very important to Mr. Liam Taylor. So we want to make sure to, we honor the people we've lost. You know what I'm saying? We do honor them, because through us, they live forever.
Talk about it. Shit's all too familiar for us, man.
That's very true.
I got some friends that's working 2 jobs. Friends that feel their sibling is they true mom.
The J Dilla drums are nice.
On the 2x4 cause his mama couldn't get her move on. Friends with broken hearts still trying to move.
This is so atmospheric, man.
Hold on, you're not alone. I know how it feels to be where you at and not look back and try to feel the things you feel. You read
His pen is top 5, bro. I'm sorry, it's top 5 on the channel, bro. It's top 5 on the channel.
What you want and hit me out before you lose it. It's useless. I tried that shit way back in January. I was stupid. Wanted the pain to end and thought that was the way to do it.
Oof.
I'm glad you got 'em. Cause there's no need to hold back. I hear you, bro. Just know that.
I like that.
Feel them old lacks
I like that.
My brother, let go.
This is like that Drake atmosphere. This is very, it's very jungle-esque, but in like a rap way. It has that very, I feel lonely.
What you mean to us as in, I mean, I don't know how I can make this short. Mind you, even if you don't feel like it sometimes, you are gonna be the reason this group gets the attention it deserves one day.
That's beautiful, man.
Even if you don't feel like it,
That's beautiful.
you just gotta know that you're inspiring everybody around you, and you're gonna have eyes on you 24/7 now.
That's very
So
true.
just keep doing what the.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. That record is definitely, I think, one of his most intimate out of the ones I've heard. I really like the subtle, drowned out, not necessarily psychedelic, but very atmospheric, dark sound on the production of that was really, really tight. The drowned out, my brother, let go, is really, really cool. I like the message of it, and just talking about, when those issues are a problem and you want to, like, you're standing face to face with you destroying your life, either by taking yourself out or making a decision that would kind of irreparably damage who you are as a person. It kind of just, that message, just like, bro, let it go. I had to do it by myself, and you have people that just let go of it because it ain't worth it, whatever you want to try to do. And I think it's a powerful message, and I think he delivers it in a very chilling way. And then the interlude of Liam Taylor's friend Jaden Anderson is very Jaden. It's very beautiful. It's beautiful because it stands as a reminder of how far, I guess, the story of Justice Xavier, how far it's come, and the noise he is making, especially now, and how inspiring it is to probably the rest of his friend group, which is very true. And even the Vince Arnaz, I just discovered this guy, and he's already very inspiring in terms of who I am as an artist, and it's telling that influence is strong, because the traction he is making and the moves he's making are not only affecting him but affecting people around him. And when you get to that point of bringing other people up, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful feeling, and we sometimes get so lost in the critique of ourselves and what we do as artists and really as people. It's not even a music thing, it's just in life, that we really forget how much our actions, good, bad, or indifferent, really do affect the world around us. And I think that being aware of that and being like, no matter what, there's always going to be someone who enjoys what I do, will be, it's a great reminder. Because I have to remind myself that all the time. That's actually why I do, I hate to go on a tangent. This is actually kind of one of the bigger reasons why I chose to do these music reviews, besides me, starting music, was that at the end of the day, I didn't see a really big vat. There was a big vat and a big hole in reviews for upcoming artists. There's a big hole in that type of development in my eyes, and there wasn't really anybody taking the risks on the upcoming talent to regardless, I think, on a grand scale. And so my big thing was, even as upcoming artists, when people don't get their stuff played, and we always want to get to a certain points of, like, how Justice Xavier can, like, pack out a show and pull a million, how Black Polish can pack out a show, how Caroline Riley can get on stage and open for these wonderful people, how Mason Embers can have his own listening party and people show up and know his songs. I think getting to that point is always the toughest, simply because we always think as artists, specifically, how are we people going to invest, and doubt really creeps in and really just stifles a lot of progress. And so the reason I even did it was, like, if besides giving them critiques in hopes that they get better, was to know, if no one else listens to this, know that one person definitely is a fan, and one person liked your music and your style enough to invest time into breaking down your style and breaking down what it is that makes you you. And that's why I do, a big part of why I do what it is I do. So yeah, I love that. I love how that's done. That's done really well. I really turned that into like a 5-6 minute thing. All right, let me shut the hell up. And the final record we will listen to is a track called, I gotta say it because it's Italian, Ristretto.
Sometimes it's good to reminisce, man. Sometimes it's not so good.
Okay, are we ending this upbeat? Let's go! Upbeat justice, let's get it! Get comfortable.
Thought I wrote a god of a verse. Shit, those days were the best. Lately, I felt like the worst. But shit, if I could make the time to call and mama, probably would never be the same if we spoke and got close again. I mean, what is there left to gain? It's been years and we lost the flame. I know everyone got their role and their purpose of the frame, but sometimes before it shines, there's gotta be a little rain. Been hectic, you moved. I'll take it just being your friend, cause I know you won't be my forever. I don't think that I'll start loving you
That's I'm about to say he even had to call that out. He was like, damn, that's kind of deep, because I know people like, damn, but he's delivered it in such a light way. Boy, we know talk that talk. Stupid. He's stupid. He's stupid. I like that, man. Shout out to this guy, bro. All right, final song was good. Ristretto. You know, which is actually I had to make sure I had to say that right, because it's Italian. It's Italian for a type of coffee, actually. Yeah, I think it actually means restrain as well. But it's a type of coffee, which is funny because this is actually a really more upbeat kind of lighter type of style in terms of delivery, and inflections are brighter. It's more of a nostalgic, just looking back on the fun times. It's not as filled with somberness, where it's just it's a happier side of melancholy. It's like, man, we grew apart, and I remember that, you know, you were the first person who did this. This is kind of my open letter to you, like, hey, if I love the time we had together, and there's no hard feelings over here. I knew it was my fault, and if we ever cross paths again, it'd be a wonderful thing. And I think it's beautiful. I think it's penned together really well, and he's like, I'm okay with being your friend because I know that you won't be my forever. That's a different kind of love. Like, I'm sorry, I won't go on a rant about that, but that's a different kind of love, bro, because I've been there, man. Be like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bump it. You feel? But I like that, and it was a really good outro. Really good outro to the record. Okay, that was Justice Xavier's 4-song EP titled PS. How do I feel about it overall? I think it's really tight. It's really simple. It's not. I don't think it's meant to be a really full-on project. It's just a 4-song thing, and I like it. It's playing with a different kind of, not necessarily a different style of production, but more of a different, semi-different direction. Liam Taylor does a really good job on the production here. The mixing on it is really well put together. It's really tight. I think it's still the same kind of narratives of kind of heartbreak, nostalgia, reminiscing, but this does, again, feel like a very transitional piece of, like, okay, we're still out here, we're still putting stuff out, and we're kind of pushing to maybe leading up to something else, maybe leading up to another big single or another, you know, just the direction it's going feels like it is kind of a transitional thing almost. Again, just as Xavier shows why, like, again, he's one of my leading he's one of the front runners for me as for a rapper of the year and artist of the year. His pen, his delivery, which throughout this EP felt very Eminem, old school Slim Shady-ish, mixed with like hints of like 21 Savage. More 21 Savage now than it did back in like the murder music back then. His narratives are always really good, and I especially love the elements that are all added. It shows that's like the drill, and then it's the J Dilla drums for the rest of it, and then it ends with Ristretto, which is more up tempo, and it's kind of a lighter cut. You know, it still has the heavyweighted lyrics, but it felt lighter. Doesn't feel as doom and gloom as some of his other records can be. And I think Let Go is a really great homage to Liam Taylor's friend, and it serves as a great reminder, to cherish the people while they're here. So I think it's done really well. I think it flows really well. It's really tight. I enjoyed it. I pulled off every single song off this record on my playlist. I would definitely come back to this. And I just will have to see where this leads, because while this is a pretty solid record, a solid body of work, I just feel like this does feel more transitional and more of like work done. This is kind of a teaser to what's coming in the future. I'm feeling a decent to strong 7 on this one. If you guys want to check out the full EP, I'll leave a link down below to his music. Be sure to go check him out and go give him a follow on Instagram. He performed a while back in Atlanta, and I missed that show for some reason. I think I had like work, but the next time he comes in town, I gotta go see this guy. But awesome job to everybody involved. Awesome job to Justice Xavier. Again, awesome job to Liam Taylor. He kills on the production every time. The chemistry is very, very apparent, and it's very strong. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. If you want your music reviewed, be sure to just subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at @darksidemusic_ and the Smorgasbord Podcast. And after that, just after you do all those 3 things, just message me a link to whatever it is you want me to review. I get more and more requests each day, so the sooner you send it in, the better. Today's underground EP was PS by Justice Xavier. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Love y'all. Bye-bye.